What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Koi. I said I wasn't gonna be talking about my life anymore. It's just gonna be strictly about the gym and working out and my progress. But I realized life is more than just the gym. And I don't want to be just another generic YouTuber. I'm not saying those YouTubers are generic. I just don't want to be like them, this is me. I just want to talk about my life. I don't know why it is like this, but I just want to share. I don't want to share for no reason at all. I want to share because one day I want to watch these videos again and then I can appreciate my life, I really do enjoy these little moments when I get to sit down here and let my mouth run for 5-10 minutes, just talking these words into life brings so much meaning into my life. In John verse 1 of chapter 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word, it has powerful meaning. God used the Word to bring us into existence. Now, without getting too much into the Bible and being proselytic, I just want to share with you my faith. This is what I believe in. Whether you think that everything just falls into place and we're now here because of mere chance, I don't think it's by chance. I don't think the Bible really debunk evolution or the Big Bang Theory. No, quite the opposite actually. The Bible supports all of that. And the earth wasn't created in 6,000 years. If you really read into the scriptures and you really try to figure out what these little parables mean, these little words, they all have some different meanings. If you read the whole Bible and you compare verses from this book to verses from the other book, they all point towards something. And this is just my invitation to you all to really come to know God. I'm not forcing it upon anyone. You have free will. And yeah, it's just my invitation. And I think it's a beautiful thing when you learn the Bible, because I've come to appreciate my life so much more. I've come to appreciate moments like these where I get to sit down and think. Words are meaningful, man. Words are truly meaningful and powerful. I just talked to my next door neighbor. Talking to people has become a lost art. People no longer want to talk to each other anymore. And I don't want to be negative, but I just want to share my observations. It's true. 20 years ago, when I was a little kid, my parents would take me to public spaces. And keep in mind, this was back in Vietnam as well. It's a different world altogether. When you go outside, you see your neighbors. You have no choice but to be surrounded by people. You go outside and you're surrounded by people. Our country is so densely populated. In the big cities, you will always see motorcycles running around, people hurrying to work, people going to school. It's crazy, man. It's even worse than Sydney. You're always surrounded by people. But the funny thing is, you can pretty much go up to anyone and strike up a conversation. Strangers. every little corner of the city. You want to buy a snack, you just rock up to a random vendor, you start saying some meaningless chit-chatting. That's the whole point, man. That's the whole point of living. Just these meaningless chit-chatting. I mean, I talked to my neighbor next door for must have been like half an hour, just about meaningless, mundane, boring life stuff, about his kids, about his wife, about the house, what they're gonna do to the front yard, what he told the kids to do to my front yard. By the way, the kids, one day they threw rocks on my front yard because of this bird called the plover. In Australia, the plovers are very aggressive birds when they have children, when they have babies. So these plovers, they have chosen my front lawn to create a nest and lay their eggs. And for the past month, they've been sitting there just laying on top of their eggs. And every time I walk past, or anything walks past those birds, they would scream their heads off and try to attack us, or try to attack anything that comes near them. They got these really sharp spurs on their bodies. Yeah, they're aggressive birds, man. They're really protective of their young. Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about how the kids, they must have been really scared of the birds. And so that's why they threw rocks on my front lawn. And my next door neighbor, he told the kids to pick up the rocks today because the birds, their babies have hatched and they have moved away. They've pissed off. So now my front lawn is free again, and yeah, so they can come over and pick up the rocks. Stuff like that, just really meaningless, mundane, boring life stuff. And I don't know, in that moment, when I talk to him, I feel a deep sense of connection. I felt like I barely know my neighbor. I don't know my neighbor as well as my friends. And it's just that proximity, man. Like, because you live next door to each other's, you know, like they will always be around you. You have this sense of community, this sense of love, even though we don't really explicitly say it. But I love my neighbors, and I know they love me as well. I ask my neighbor if they can look after my dog when I go back to Vietnam at the end of this year, and he said without any hesitation, he was really happy that I even asked him a favor. He said, I'll do it for free. Nothing. As long as you trust me, I'll do it for free. And I do trust him. It's strange, like, there are people whom I've known for years, and I don't feel that sense of connection, you know? It's because I never really slowed down and asked them how they're going and talk to them like a person, face to face. Anyways, this video is getting really long. I'm rambling on, but I think you guys enjoy these videos, so I'll keep making them. I'll talk about the gym as well. Yeah, I've been bench pressing. I've been focusing on my bench press, not really heavy weights, just working my form, because I noticed a glaring weakness on my left side. I don't know why it is, but whenever I'll put the clips up as well, but my bench press is horrendous. My form is just terrible, man. Like, it's so uneven. It's because of this pain on the left shoulder. Maybe I tweaked my shoulder somehow. Maybe my form isn't right. Maybe there's a weakness somewhere. I've done a lot of banded pull aparts and stuff to rehab my shoulder. I'm gonna see a physiotherapist next week as well. So hopefully they will be able to assess my form and work out a routine for me to get these bad boys back in motion so I can bench press again, because I love bench pressing even though it hurts like hell. It's the first lift that I've ever done at the gym, and I don't know, maybe I'm attached to my first love. Maybe that's my issue right there. I still think about my first love. But that's a topic for another video. I think you guys already know. I don't think I need to repeat this. But yeah, I fell in love with the bench press ever since I started going to the gym. And I really want to get better at it. And yeah, for that to happen, I need to drop my ego. You can see I'm lifting very lightweight on the screen, but yeah, even lightweight, I can see that it's so uneven, man, and I need to work on that. I need to drop the weights, work on my technique a little bit more, figure out where I might have gone wrong. At weights heavier than 60 kilogram, I noticed I started to tip the bar to one side, and it's because of this pain on the left shoulder. But anyways, I have my whole life to figure this out. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a competition to get anywhere. It's my journey after all, and it should be your journey. Don't compare yourself to others. If you want to be happy, that is. If you want to be happy, just live your life at the pace it should be. Don't compare yourself to anyone. I don't know, they might be better than you. Of course, people will always be better than you. People will always do things more efficiently, learn things quicker than you. There's no denying it. We are good for different things. God didn't make a mistake when he created you. He gave you a purpose, and you just got to find that purpose, man. Yeah, everybody has different life calling. I sound like an old man right now, even though I'm not an old man. And I do not know it all. Don't let me tell you what to do. I'm not telling you to do anything. Do not listen to me. I'm a dumb fuck. Go out there and live your life, man. As always, I appreciate you guys being here. Stay strong. God bless. I love you, and I have complete faith in all of you watching. Peace.